Thinking about making a move to Chesapeake, Virginia, and you're looking for a suburban community that gives you everything that you're looking for from amenities and more? Well, I got the neighborhood for you today. We're over in Culpepper Landing, and this community is going to be a master plan community that's in the Deep Creek community of Chesapeake as well. Now, when you're thinking about Deep Creek, you're going to think about this is the south side of Chesapeake, Virginia, heading south to North Carolina. But in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down for you why this community could be the ideal gem for you if you're thinking about relocating to the Hampton Roads market and you're looking for that mass appeal of a master plan community that gives you everything that you're looking for and more. My name is Craig Hughes, and I'm with the Moving and Info team. And if this is your first time joining us, I want to welcome you to the channel, and I want to encourage you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that way you could be the first to learn about any and everything that's taking place in the Chesapeake, Virginia market. And I get phone calls and text messages from viewers just like you each and every day. And I want you to go ahead and feel free to give me a call or shoot me a text, whether you're moving in 9 days or in 90 days. And I really do mean it. I encourage you to go ahead and give me a call, shoot me a text at any given time by using the phone number in the description down below and the pinned comment. Or if you want to book a calendar call, go ahead and use my calendar down in the description, the pinned comment below as well too. And we'll see you over there. So from the first time to the next time, I always got you. So once again, we are over in Culpepper Landing, and I love this community. And this is one of my favorite communities to refer to my clients when they reach out to me about where should they think about relocating to if their desire is to be in one of the best school zone cities in the 757, and they're looking to get the mass appeal of the best community as well too. I think Culpepper Landing does a great job of giving you the fit and the feel that you're looking for in a community. So we're going to break down the things that you need to know about this community. So now we're talking about location in Chesapeake, where Culpepper Landing is actually at. You're going to be closer to Naval Station Norfolk and NAS Oceana first and foremost, and you're going to be closer to Greenbrier Mall in this area of town as well too. So if you're thinking about the James, if we talked about this before, if you've been anywhere near the high-rise bridge or you've seen any other of my other videos about the high-rise bridge, or if you haven't even seen yet my video on Chesapeake, we'll leave a link above, but also I want you to check that out as well. But we talk about everything that you need to know about that in Deep Creek in a lot more detail in that video. So one of the things that you need to know about this community is that it's going to put you very close to any and everything because it's in an ideal location. Now, one of the things that a lot of people say about Deep Creek that they have to get used to and accustomed to is from the amenity standpoint. But I think Culpepper Landing puts you right there with all the amenities. And what amenities are we talking about? We're talking about dining, shopping, restaurants, and other big box retailers that you may be looking for in a community. And so one of the things that I like for people to understand is that you're going to get that suburban feel in this community. When usually in suburbia, you usually have to travel a little bit further to get to the ideal things that you like to experience in life. So Deep Creek puts you about, and from Culpepper Landing's perspective, puts you about 15 to 20 minutes away from Naval Station Norfolk, and then it puts you about 15 to 25 minutes away from Norfolk Naval Shipyard. And then if you're talking about NAS Oceana, you can be about a 35-minute commute. If you're talking about Little Creek, you're about a 20 to 25-minute commute. And if you're talking about Dam Neck, you can be anywhere from a 30 to 45-minute commute to actually get to that part of town. Now, one of the other things that I love about Culpepper Landing, though, is that not only do you get various homes types where you get the Hardie plank siding, you can get the brick facade, you can actually get you're going to get a bigger and wider streets as well too, and you're going to get also sidewalks. I think sidewalks are an amazing portion of a community, of any community. And if you're talking about other areas like Norfolk, Portsmouth, and things of that, and other cities in the 757, a lot of times those items are not even available to you in those communities. So for you to be able to navigate the community and get your morning walk-in, an afternoon stroll, or even just having your kids actually go check the mailbox or run to the park or anything of that sort, and knowing that they have sidewalks available, it makes it an ideal situation for a lot of people. And a lot of times, that's what you're looking for. You're looking for a community that just provides you opportunities to have the most flexibility and safety. And this community does that. We're having multiple parks, having a clubhouse, having a pool, and then even also providing you with community events in the same community often. That makes this where this is a more of an ideal situation for a lot of people. Now, one of the things that I love about this community as well, that a lot of people probably don't like, is that it has private alleys as well, to where these alleys actually make it to where you can actually park in the backside of your community, park in the backside of your driveway, and gives you flexibility of not having a front facing driveway. So I love those opportunities as well in this community. Now, when you think about Culpepper Landing, I want you to know that you're going to be able to get not only single family homes in this community, but they also have townhouse living in this community as well too. So when you actually coming into the front of Culpepper Landing, you can make a split to the left or you can make a turn to the right. And the split to the left takes you to the sub portion of the community that actually has townhouses available as well too. So you can not, if you're looking for that kind of living where you don't want to be responsible for a lot of upkeep, you want to be more chill, you just want to come to your home abode and you want to come into that community, then you can find townhouse living in this community as well. Now, one of the other great things that I think you need to check out about this community is just the greenery. Look at the greenscapes, look at the curbs appeals. You can see it all here. It just has a lot of amenities that you can see, right? And that's what I love about this community as well, that it just makes you feel like you know that you're coming home to a community that takes pride in taking care of its homes and making it look ideal and mass appeal. So that's one of the things that I actually think is a benefit to this community. And a lot of people always say, I don't like moving into HOA communities, which I can understand. I can understand both the appeal to HOA communities, and I can also understand the appeal to not want to be a part of an HOA community. But the problem that I also love too when it comes to having an HOA community is that when it's impactful like this one is, where you can tell that people actually take pride in ownership of home ownership in this community, that helps you know that your home value is actually going to be increasing over time, that you know that you're going to be able to retain and remain in value of what you actually purchase and more beyond that. So to me, that's always a positive and a plus side to actually having a HOA community. And when you find one that's doing it right, like Culpepper Landing is doing, then I think that works out for you. So now let's transition into just talking about schools. I know this was a lot of people are going to care about if you're relocating from an area that's actually not in the state of Virginia or in the 757, you're going to care more about schools, especially if you have school-age children. Now, one of the other things that people take into consideration when they talk about schools is that they also talk about how that helps keep and prop up home values. So I think that's important to note as well too. And Deep Creek has very consistent school ratings that's top with most of the 757. And what we like to do is that we like to leave them linked down below on our movingtonorfolk.com area guide for Chesapeake, Virginia, and we specifically have a neighborhood guide directly for Deep Creek. So what we like to do, we'll leave that link down there for you as well, so you can check that out, do your own reviews, do your own stats, but just know that you're looking at one of the communities that has such a high demand for what's actually taking place in the school area of Deep Creek. So right here, you'll see another curbside shot here that I'm giving you, but then check this out right here. You actually have like a running park here, just to stretch out where your dogs can actually come out here. They actually have a dog park as well too, but then also that's the back shot of the clubhouse right here. Okay, so the community center here inside of the actual Culpepper Landing. This is going to be your Culpepper Landing actual clubhouse right here. So you'll see that. And one of the things also that I like to talk to you about when we're actually making our stroll is that you just want to make sure what are some things that you should be on the lookout for when you're actually moving into a community like this or considering putting an offer in on a home like this. Well, most of these homes are fairly brand new. You could tell, not brand new, but they're recently built. So you can see where, you have the more mature, the Hardie plank siding, the brick facade that we talked about. So you're going to be dealing with 30-year architectural shingle roofs for the most part in this community. which means that you should have good integrity on the roof. You may be coming up on some of the HVACs and plumbing, like the water heater. You may want to check out to see if it's still working in the same manufacturer specs that it is. A lot of times people worry about if a water heater or HVAC has been 10 years old or so. But at the same time, when you got to think about it, as long as they've been running efficiently and they've been maintained and taken care of over periods of time, that they should still be in peak condition as well. So let me show you a shot of the pool area here. So this is the pool area as well for Culpepper Landing. So I'll give you a shot of that. Yep. Nice size pool, okay? So when you think about those type of things, you need to just realize that those are some of the things that you may want to take a look at. But for the most part, all these homes, for the most part, are either crawl spaces or slabs, depending on what part of the community that they are in. And those are one of the things that you can actually take into account as you're actually doing your inspections. Right now, if they're on crawl spaces, what usually happens is that you can actually have a termite and moisture inspection to make sure that the crawl space doesn't have any type of moisture damage or anything that you should be more concerned about than anything else in the community. But then also, you can actually, look, they got a little library. I like that. Look at that. They got a little library where you can actually exchange books. That's pretty cool. Right outside the clubhouse and aquatic center. So now one of the things also is that when you're doing those termite and moisture inspections, they're going to be checking to make sure that all systems are in place and nothing is really down there creating damage down there that can actually come back later. But then what you actually have also is that they're just checking to make sure that you have a strong structural home. So I know a lot of people who actually move from California or whatnot, they may be worried about termites, but really and truly, as long as you stay above on the situation here, you really won't see that much of an issue, but you could have a little bit of an issue as well. So this is one of the things to take into consideration as you go forward. So let's take a quick pause from our video before we get going just once more. I wanted to make sure that you understood that we have created the best, robust website imaginable in the Hampton Roads market for you at movingtonorfolk.com. Over there, you can find out everything that you need to know if you're a PCS in the Norfolk Naval Station, whether you're selling a home in Chesapeake, you want to know what your home value are, or you just want to know exactly how far your BAH could go in the Hampton Roads market. We have all that over there for you, and those resources are completely free. That's the main point here. But if you want to know everything that you need to know about resources in the area and you want to know all those things in one spot, we have outlined a resource guide for you for every type of situation that you can find. So head on over to movingtonorfolk.com/helpful-guides. That's movingtonorfolk.com/helpful-guides and take advantage of everything that we have over there. Go ahead and download what you need, and we love to make sure that you're always going to be taken care of at any point in time. And make sure you always come back, because we're always updating those resources as we need to, as applicable. So I hope you've got everything that you need over there. And once again, you can find everything that you need at movingtonorfolk.com/helpful-guides, and we'll leave a link down in the description below as well. Let's get back to our video. So before we get out of here, one of the things that I want to do is I want to get you the market stats that you can use to understand exactly how this community actually rolls and what you can actually learn about from a pricing standpoint of this community. So we're going to get to the laptop, maybe get a cup of coffee because it's a little cool out today, and we'll get you that information right after this. See you in a second. Made it over to Pale Horse Coffee, got my coffee, got the Osprey today, so good. It's peanut butter, chocolate, whole milk blend. I recommend trying. Okay, so we're going to talk about what's been going over in Culpepper Landing for a couple days here. We're going to have a lot of data that I'm going to go through in the last 6 months. What you'll see currently is that the active market shows that there's 9 listings actually on the market, with the average bedroom being a 4-bed, 3-bath, 3,124 square feet, with the average list price being about $586,911. Now, currently they do have 3 pending listings in the Culpepper Landing, where they come in on average about 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,244 square feet, with the list price being about, on average, about $496,600. And within the last 6 months, they've sold 36 properties within Culpepper Landing. So, which makes sense because we're in, like I said, it's a high relocation community, but also we had a big summer month where we saw probably a lot of turnover in that community. But the average bedroom that sold during that time frame was 4 beds, 2 baths, 2,350 square feet, with the list price average being about $499,728, and the sold price being around $497,108, or representing about $214.83 per square foot. The average days on market for each one of those properties was about 42 days average time on market. Now, the biggest unit that sold in that market during that time frame was a 5-bedroom, 3-bath, 3,897 square foot home that sold for $690,000, which is about $254.05 per square foot. And the lowest unit in the community during that time frame that sold was a 2-bed, 2-bath, and that was 1,456 square feet, and it sold for $275,000, which represents about $159.10 per square foot. So overall, this market has been doing quite well, and you'll still see that there's more opportunities out there with 9 active listings in the market, with 3 pending, and they're coming in very strong. And especially, we're seeing a lot of these homes average about 100% sold to list price ratios. So I believe that you're going to see Culpepper Landing continue to still be one of those communities that's going to be highly sought after, and it's going to be within high demand for people who are not only relocating, PCS buyers, or just those who are looking to either upsize or downsize in that community as well. So comment down below. Let me know what you think about Culpepper Landing in this tour today. If you found value in this content, definitely hit me with a like. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell as well too. And then don't forget, whether you're moving in 9 days or you're moving in 90 days, I'm here to help you from the first time to the last time I've got you. So feel free to use any one of the links down below to get in contact with me, or just hit me up with a phone call or a text, and I'll catch you in the next video. Y'all stay safe. Peace.